boy John. And here I got the bag. I brought the charger. It's called equipment. Got the wiring. I got my cell phone. And speaking of cell phones, this particular cell phone is at 50%. It's an excellent cell phone. I also have what I have today. I have the Hubsan H501S. I have the 5 gigahertz antenna. I got the propellers. I came with extra batteries. Another battery. I have extra propellers. And I have the 2 antennas. The 2 antennas and a propeller tightener. I'm out here having a ball. I flew today again, like yesterday, and it's kind of windy. It's not that bad. And these propellers really hold you up. They keep you levitated under high wind conditions. And I was flying and almost lost all battery power out there. And I'm going to show you what out there is. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's where I almost lost it. The screen went black. The screen went black with both antennas tight. It went black as how you see it. And what happened was, this is the crash. I got my FAA sticker on it. It expires in 2023. New from Amazon, fresh. I'm gonna show you something. Even though I'm not gonna fly, I'm gonna show you something. Right now, I put everything in the same bind to plane. Very simple stuff. I take the battery is not attached, and I put it, and I take it, and bind it. I just binded it. It didn't make any noises. It's binded. Now it's requiring a compass check. As you can see, it says calibrate compass 1. Now it's saying calibrate compass 2. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's actually calibrated now. It's actually calibrated, calibration 1 and 2. No longer on the screen. Here's the chopper. Now this is how you get it. Engines are started. As you can see, where the camera fell on the ground. We got bloopers and practical jokes. We got all types of things. But we do have the Hubsan, amongst all things, the Hubsan 501S/SS. I actually bought mine. And what I didn't do, ladies and gentlemen, is I didn't update it. I didn't think it needed an update. But what's going on with it is flying it has become rather tricky. When you get out in the air and you get a little distance, it gets a black screen. And it did it to me yesterday, it did it today, and for God's sake, I did not slam down my controller. I would put the propellers on now and fly, but there's no putting the propellers on right now and flying. So listen to what I have to say. I flew it for day 2. Day 3 I flew it. So I was flying it and I lost the screen. The screen went black instead of looking like this. Instead of looking like that, it looked worse, far worse. It looked like I was in trouble. It looked like I wasn't getting my drone back, but I was high in the air. Satisfied my soul, I was high in the air. And what's going on is, when the screen went black, I got nervous. I didn't turn the power off on the control pad. I made sure the antennas was tightened. I made sure that return to home was off and not on, as well as GPS and follow me mode, they was all off. Follow me mode, the headless mode was off, and GPS was on. I always fly with GPS on. And this helicopter is 5.8 gigahertz, and I'm wondering if I tune down the frequency to 2.4, what type of feedback would I get? Could I actually put it to 2.4 and get a longer distance? So I'm looking into what 2.4 is and the frequency. So I don't think 5.4 is the ideal frequency. 5.8 is not an ideal frequency, but I think 2.4 is. And I'm going to be calling the Hubsan USA company and trying to find out more about this controller. And I'm still not interested in putting the SS update inside of the S, because this is the S, and the SS update is here, that prevents the screen from going black. So I'm going to call Hubsan and find out what do they have to make the screen stay on, because it got crazy. And you know, the more it was out there lingering, I had to monitor the battery rate, and the battery rate was at the time, it was 7.4. when I couldn't get it back. It wasn't that far in the air, it was high enough, the ceiling was like 75 feet, but it was out towards the water. So when it was out towards the water, I was thinking maybe the wind's going to blow it harder and it's going to wind up in the water. So for a good duration, it was 17 minutes I was out flying. The battery started falling to 7.4. I couldn't get my drone back from Jiggly Squad. And then I managed to pull a maneuver, be normal, be conscious, and aim my control pad next time I get a clear view on my controller of where to go. So I see the drone, the controller starts coming on, blinking on and off, having a lot of stats problems like max headroom or something, going through rainbow colors on my screen and going black for absurd long times of 1 minute per blackout, till it went 2 minutes per blackout. So something is like, if you do a compass check and your GPS is there, then you should wait until, if I'm looking around, everything geographically. And what happened was I picked up on where the drone was facing. So the next line of sight that I had gotten on my control pad, I made sure I turned the helicopter, not strafed it, not pushed it forward, not pushed it backward, turn it towards where I'm facing. And I got a good view when I turned it, it turned swift and it looked right at where I was located, but it was far off. And I took the throttle body button and I just held it forward. When I held it forward, if the footage came out right, you'd be able to see what really happened. So I got the drone, right, and the drone is heading back. So I see it closer, but it still isn't doing good at 7.4 volts. Heading down to what a drainage would be around 7.2. And when I actually got this drone back, when I actually instructed to get back, they didn't almost try to accidentally crash, but I got insurance. I'm down with the FAA, the Federal Recreation and Zoning, and not Part 107, the money making part. But I think I could sell my footage to someone. Should I have stock footage, I could sell it without having Part 107, because you're buying recreational footage. So, long story short, the drone came back after it almost crashed, and the battery read 6.3 volts out of the normal charge of 8.3, but then it dropped to 7.9, still good. About 7.4, I think that you should be in good standing. I never heard of 7.2, and it did just that. Now, there, I was just thinking about my microwave back at the place if I left it on or not. But ladies and gentlemen, what's going on is this drone it blacks out at a high rate for long periods of time, and you have to hold your head. You have to look even into your screen, don't turn nothing off, don't adjust nothing. Aim towards where you have your drone, where you see your drone when the visual sight is there. Every time you move your drone, you move your hand towards like you're in headless mode, but you're not. Your antenna always face where you think your drone is at. So I started doing that also, and the black screen would not come back. So certain said, just do the technique that I just told you, just to do the turn, look, see if you can see the pair, I'm far out, push until it gets the strong camera. So it comes closer and the camera comes back on. But I had to get absurdly close for the camera to come back on. It reminded me of DJI Tello when Tello came with 100 feet worth of play. But once you downloaded the app and you did the update, it only gave you 30 feet worth of play. And you couldn't even record at 30 feet in the air. I mean, DJI with the Tello, it sucked. I mean, it sucked so bad that you would have been mad yourself. And I spent $74 to have mine repaired, and it came back halfway repaired. Now we're dealing with the 501S. It's nothing like the Maverick. It's nothing like some of the other drones. It's nothing like the Zeno, which I'm going for the Zeno Pro, about $600. I might accept $600 for the Zeno Pro. It's more like this. The Hubsan 501S/SS update available. A mess, I may tell you, but flight and picture-wise, beautiful. That was the helicopter. But the 501S, I think this model came out in 2016. This model came out in 2016 and being sold at Amazon for like one or two batteries, $150, $170, $180, $200. You go to the Hubsan and they still have them. They'll link you straight to where they have them. And they cost around $250 brand new. still get one for 200 brand new. And these drones are very inexpensive, and you don't fly them on your street when it's windy by trees, cars, and buildings. You lift the drone up in the air and you fly it. You lift it up like you're getting it above building height and you start flying. It's just kind of a scarier experience when it comes to the drone because of what it does. And when things go wrong, people tend to get nervous. But I bought this drone. I purchased this drone, and I went to Hubsan and I said, Hubsan, my drone may be used, or it may be new. Can you tell me, where can I get the paperwork to fly this drone, because I heard it's illegal. They're saying it's illegal, and it's not. So Hubsan responds back to me, and they give me a heads up to go to a website called the H501S.com, Federal Aviation Administration.com, and I'm also a member of APOA. I can't say it right now, but let me see. Maybe I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm a member of the Federal Aviation Administration for flight. I do flight, and I've been welcome to learn and train eventually through these people. You have this, and that's what happened. AOPA sent me. AOPA is the Federal Aviation Flight Administration, and they gave, and Hubsan, I meant to say Hubsan gave me a link to the Federal Administration, and they took me to a page that said whether I wanted to be a part-time Part 107 flyer, or if I wanted to be a recreational flyer, and I told them that I'm a recreational flyer, so I clicked recreational flyer, entered my email, entered my home address, read this page real well, and then I sent them $5 through my credit card. $5. Some of them are flight magazine, but it also has drone magazine and flight magazine, so I'm going to be back on them next month. Plus I'm going to be getting me another H501S Emax headset gear, because one of the remote control cars that I had kinda screwed up. And it's good for filming too. It can do a lot. So I'm gonna be looking for Emax, towards Emax, and towards some things to get the Emax. It costs about $44. And I also own H501S TX06 goggles with the camera, the TX06. And they're for FPV racing drones, and it won't really work on my Hubsan because it won't stay on. I'm wondering why the headphones keep turning off, and they keep turning off and not staying on. And it's a mess. That I have to find me a Novice 3 maybe. Find me a Novice 3, and I got me a drone. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we got the drone here. I got with the FAA, and the FAA gave me a lead link to Google Play Store. Right at the Google Play Store, they had the Before You Fly app. B as in the letter, 4 as in the number, U as in the letter, and Fly, F-L-Y. You go, you click that, and you put it in your phone, and it's like Google GPS. It can show you everywhere you're allowed to fly. The pink zone, you can't fly. The blue zone, you can't fly. You gotta fly a zone that don't have a bubbled out color hologram over it. So you look at the legend, and it has a butterfly, before you fly, butterfly hologram over it. Or it has the round hologram in pink or in blue. And you choose where you want to go, and you get on the train, and you get to the location, and you can fly in that location. But that's not as to say you can fly next to anything, because you got buildings, you got people, you got things. So you get a zone, and your zone says you can fly, you can fly. But if you wanted to go in the pink, the blue, the green, or the black zone, or the gray zone, you could just simply go to the FAA.com to your personal page, input the longitude and the latitude of the location you want, and the location you want to fly in, and you put it in, you type it in at their website, and you schedule a day that they will allow you and give you permission to fly in a no-fly zone. So I've tried it already. I went to FAA and I wanted a certain spot, and it was the spot I was actually sitting in that I could fly, and I put the longitude and latitude just to see what the response time was, and the response time was in less than 24 hours, and it told me I have the right to fly there. Now think of, ladies and gentlemen, when you play by the books and you're down with the FAA, AOPA, Before You Fly app, Drone Magazine, Flight Magazine, you tend to deal with the LLCs and they got an insurance for you. So you gotta watch what you do, never run away from the accident. Stay in the accident. Like I showed you, I won't show you my full license plate, but there it goes. And there go the expiration date. And that's what I'm flying. So we got a lockdown, got it going on right now. But like I said, I'm sitting right in front of the World Trade Center and the Statue of Liberty, not too far from both of them. I gotta bring my Canon out here. I got a Canon T6 Rebel I gotta bring out here. I also abandoned my phone for a second. I got my headphones, I got my phone. Never fly with Hubsan's Glass app. Never. You will lose your drone. Always use the controller. As for this, looks like you guys fell on your head and it broke a little bit. So like I said, I got restrictions, I don't have restrictions, I get flight clearance, I got flight clearance, and it's a wonderful thing, and I'm flying for Hubsan. This piece is dumb. I'll be good back later. I got the selfie stick. There's nothing I don't have when it comes to this stuff. I feel like going to 7-Eleven if there's one in the neighborhood. So I have this stuff. And you see how I keep my stuff. I have a bag. I keep my stuff ready. So ladies and gents, you're going to see later on in part 2 of my documentary for the H501S, I'm going to also go on for part 2 of the discussion on how to prepare your drone for flight, and it shouldn't take more than 3 minutes. I'm going to show that also, why it shouldn't take more than 3 minutes to prepare your drone for flight. I got the strap. I got the wiring. I come out with extra headphones, as you can see. I come out with extra headphones. I come out with extra wiring. I showed you the remote charger I carry. I carry a lot of stuff like I'm really out there. I got equipment for days, if not weeks. And still on me doing video photography and photography, so for you guys out there, just looking for me, and I told you I had it. My email is sonoslaw, SONOSLAW I'm going to also be featuring another link on where I got forums and bloggers about droning. So I have that coming also. My blogger is going to sit and do what it's going to do. And simple and plain. Sitting with blogger. As you can see, I got my backpack. And like I do grown man things. To the heart, doing grown man things. So Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. And I will see you later. Backpack test. Till next time.